Welcome back to No Nostalgia Filter.
Samus is looking around like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she has an idle animation. It's like, so...
Motherfucker, I'm so bored.
Yeah, fair enough.
If I turn the other way, does her idle animation for her gun change?
I don't know, let's check it out.
Because like her sprite definitely flips.
Let's check it out. That'd be really interesting.
I'm bored.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, should I be more immature while we play this? And I'm like, no, this is a work of art.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just enjoying myself at first. I fucking hate this area.
Dick that.
This area of Metroid 2 drove me crazy. There's a Metroid up there that I don't think I can... Oh, I can get to. Oh, no, I got a spider ball.
I mean, or you could just be that asshole who bomb jumps.
I'm not gonna bomb jump all the way up there. I don't have the patience for that. I just don't.
One thing that they did take out is, do you remember how they had recharge stations in?
Yeah, it looks like... Well, they weren't stations. They were like...
power-uppy things, yeah. That's not the case anymore. Now just save points recharge you to full.
That's cool. I like that. That seems better to me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm really digging the aesthetic. Oh, I got the spider ball.
Spider ball. Now you can speeder ball.
Yeah, no, but like I really like the aesthetic of this game. Like I'm just looking at it. It's like, oh god, the detail in here is gorgeous. Anyway, spider ball.
You haven't even seen some of the cool shit yet. I seen shit, man. I seen shit that'll blow your mind.
See shit that'll blow your dad.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh shit!
Way to go.
I forgot I didn't stand up.
Yeah, so jump spider ball is something that you're gonna have to get used to for like some out of the way power ups.
That's okay. You know, I'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
This is beautiful slavish dedication to what the art of Metroid was.
It was 6 years, wasn't it? 6 years in the making?
I think he was working on this for 10.
10? Was this 10?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, this dude was serious about making a beautiful fucking, like love letter to Metroid. A love letter to oopsies.
Well, he definitely understands it. I love the parallax scrolling, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
The 3-part background is nice.
Yeah. Spikes.
Metroid in here.
It's always spikes. There you go.
Oop, wrong button.
Getting used to it.
Fuck you. I'm just tanking it. I'll deal with it later.
I love your Metroid fighting strategy, which is just, oh my god, fire missiles wildly, eventually it'll die.
That's how I beat them in Metroid 2. It worked then, it'll work now.
Speeder? Speederball? Speederball? Speed it? There you go.
I was pushing the wrong button. It's a little confusing. There's some big words and some small words that are kind of like similar words.
By the way, it is super easy to sequence break in this game, which is so cool. Speedruns have already started coming out. I think
I fell.
The fastest real-time speedrun is, I think, an hour right now.
Damn.
And that's for 100%.
That's ridiculous.
Any percent is like, I think, 40 minutes or something.
Isn't the world record for like Super Metroid like 10 minutes?
Yeah, because there's a way that you could just glitch yourself through the floor and beat the game. I mean, that's kind of the story of all speedrunning. Eventually, you find a way to glitch yourself through the floor and beat the game. You have to make them all go on at the same time.
I see.
There's an order. Yeah.
I got it. Oh, that's neat.
Yep.
What are these little red things down here?
Those are missile tanks.
Oh, those are missiles?
Yeah. You got one missile tank when you got bombs. And the cool thing about this is it doesn't do the fanfare every time you get a missile tank after you get your first one. Because, you know, redundant power-ups, it's just like, you know what this is, shut up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so get up there, there's your second E-tank.
Yes.
Yes. I love the sprite work on the Chozo statues, too.
Yeah, everything's gorgeous in here. Like, holy shit. Like, this is slavish dedication, like I said, to the form.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's something, like... I'm really remiss about Nintendo's, like, complete just ignoring of the Metroid fan base.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so everybody's having their discussions about should Nintendo have done what they did. when they took, because for those of you who don't know, Nintendo DMCA'd this and said, no, you're not allowed to make this, and they did it in several different ways. It was actually quite impressive. Not only did they take it down from download sites and tell him that he can't make it, but then they told him he can't update it, he can't update his website, he can't talk about it. So it was pretty excessive. And everybody's like, oh man, evil Nintendo, and so on and so forth. But I kind of feel like the discussion that's being had is kind of boring. Like, everyone's like, did Nintendo have a right to do this? I mean, of course Nintendo had a right to do this.
Yes, they're shit. I mean, they're allowed to. It doesn't make them any less of a bunch of dicks for doing it.
And then people are like, is this morally correct? And I'm like, well, obviously not. Like, someone put 6 to 10 years, depending
on who you ask.
Who you ask, into making this game. He put his heart into it. Fans obviously want it. Everybody loves it.
Why do I keep doing that?
And Nintendo didn't take their fans into account.
And it's not even like it matters to Nintendo, because they're not gonna make another proper Metroid game.
Yeah.
They've basically like abandoned the franchise.
But once again, that's sort of like the boring discussion. The interesting discussion is whether or not it made business sense to DMCA this, and in my opinion, it really doesn't, because first of all, this was a very easy way to make nice with the Metroid fan base. People weren't going to play this and then play or not play Federation Force. Anybody who was going to play Federation Force was already going to buy Federation Force.
And
that's just how it is.
That was nobody.
And the other thing, we have to ask ourselves is, what did they gain by DMCAing this? Time and time again, we see that companies succeed when they embrace fan content. Capcom has fans balancing Super Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 because they were the best players. Sonic
they also the ones who knew the game better than anybody.
Yeah. Sega just gave 2 fan hackers jobs to make Sonic Mania. Valve was one of the first people to do this when they bought Counter-Strike, because it was originally a mod, and now it's the biggest esport out there. Time and time again, Street Fighter Cross Mega Man.
That game, holy fuck.
That game was super fun. Time and time again, we see that companies don't only make money, but prosper in the fan eye when they do this. And so, is what Nintendo was going to lose by letting a fan do this greater than what they would have gained by not being in his way? And I think that they probably cost themselves a lot of money, because there were a bunch of people who started protesting Federation Force after this got taken down, saying, well, I was going to support you, Nintendo, but not now. There are a lot of people who are now saying, well, I'm going to boycott the NX, because they treated their fans like this.
Well, also, you get the whole fact that NX is... the Wii U life cycle has been nothing if not a disaster.
Oh, yeah. In fact, they're porting a bunch of their good Wii U games to the 3DS. They just announced that Super Mario Maker is coming to the 3DS. But hilariously, you can't upload stuff online like the 3DS version.
Then what the fuck is the point?
Well, you could Street Pass people to get.
Oh yeah, because everybody's just gonna be walking around with fucking Mario Maker on Street Pass all the time. This is so stupid.
I mean,
God, did Nintendo forget how to business?
It's not that they forgot how to business. It's that the spirit of fun is starting to lack.
Ow.
Oh, what?
No, ow. I fell on the spikes.
I thought you said how. Nintendo used to be known for being the company that would always do the weird, wonky thing. But at this point, they have such a vice grip on their IP, and they're so worried about failing after the Wii U failed. Because let's face it, the Wii U failed.
The Wii U didn't just fail. The Wii U failed spectacularly.
They're always trying to, I mean, I get, it's old people. I'm sorry, it's old people. Nintendo is in control, is being controlled by a bunch of people who haven't been able to adapt to the current market. I mean, just look at friend codes.
Oh my god, the fucking friend codes.
You know? And that's not to say I dislike Nintendo. Nintendo is innovative, and that's important. Nintendo has good ideas, even. It's just that...
Really? Nothing up here?
Nope. At least nothing yet.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. I guess they're playing it very close to the chest because they're afraid that they're gonna, fail again. But they're not in financial distress, you know?
Nintendo's a $6 billion company.
Yeah. You heard that Pokemon Uranium also got taken down, right?
I'm not surprised.
You know what's weird? We're in this odd era of fan games where, like, fan games now can compare to actual products.
Well, here's the thing, is that, like, a fan game, like, coding used to be this thing that was incredibly difficult and incredibly time-consuming. And now we have developer kits that are so intuitive and so, like, easy to work with, which I guess is what intuitive means. They're so easy to work with that people can just fucking make their own games. And people make games for
Don't
profit.
run out of missiles. Don't run out of missiles.
Oh shit, I'm out of missiles.
Yeah, no, you need to go get missiles. Beep.
I didn't even realize I wasn't keeping an eye on them.
But continue.
But what was I saying?
You were saying.
Oh yeah, no. It's so easy for fans to now make games that are, you know, like any nowadays anybody can be a developer.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's perhaps a bit of an exaggeration, but it's true at the same time because everybody has access to dev kits. As long as you're willing to cough up, like, you know, $20 or $30 for Unity, anybody can get, like, a decent dev kit.
Game Maker Studio's free.
Yeah, Game Maker Studio too. But you can get a decent dev kit, and you can freaking just become a game developer. And if you don't know what to make, and you want to make something that's, you know, reminiscent of your childhood, you know, you jump into things that you're familiar with, which is, you know, how all good artists start. Do what you know. And they start making fan games, and people get good at making fan games, and eventually those things turn into, like, real products. I mean, fucking hell, Freedom Planet, which we just finished, was originally a Sonic fan game.
Yeah.
Sonic Mania was a fan game,
And now it's
a legit product. Like, that's just where we are now. That development is it's not easier, but it's just so widely. Why is this?
It's accessible because because the new PC era allows you to basically publish indie on whatever platform you want. Yeah.
Oh, this is all spikes.
Yeah. Actually, I have a theory about this, and we'll talk about this theory next time on No Nostalgia Filter.
I fucking just succeeded at getting up there, and then I fucked it up.
So next time on No Nostalgia Filter, we have more in-depth philosophical discussion about making
I
video
did
games.
it. There's no reason to be up here. And I just wanted to do it. Intense philosophy with Socrates Aaron.